So in the last part we have learnt about the reproduction lifespan of animals. So what is lifespan? The duration whatever is there from the time their birth until the death. So that is called as their lifespan. For human beings it was 100 years before, but now it is 80 or 79. So few human beings they even live for more than 80 years also. It's just because of their health condition or whatever food they take. Okay, and we have learned even about the reproduction. So the reproduction in living beings is two types. One is by giving birth to young ones like cow, buffalo, calf, lion, elephant, human beings. So all these living beings reproduce by giving birth to young ones. And the next one is by laying eggs. So most of the birds they lay eggs, that is they are going to reproduce by laying the eggs. And reptiles, so reptiles is nothing but like lizards, snakes, so they are going to reproduce by laying eggs. And in the last class we have learned the parts of egg, right? So the outer covering we call it as shell. The outer covering we call it as shell. So what will be inside the shell? There will be a transparent liquid. Okay, transparent liquid will be there, white colored liquid, and it is called as albumen. And not only that, in between you can see a yellow colored part which is very thick and round, right? So this yellow colored part is called as yolk. What is it called? Yolk. It's called as yolk. And if you cleanly observe inside this yolk, again there is a small white colored part which is called as embryo. What is it called? Embryo. So here this embryo is going to develop into a chick. If you take a hen's egg, this embryo is going to develop into a baby chick. So it's going to take certain time to develop. So in between it needs the food and nourishment. Nourishment is nothing but certain type of temperature. It should not be very cool and it should not be very heat, and it should get proper amount of food and water. So from where it's going to get the food? This embryo is going to get the food from the yolk, this yellow colored part. It's going to get the food from the yolk, and from where it's going to get the water? It's going to get the water from the albumen. So this albumen is going to give the water to the embryo. And what is the other use of this albumen? So whenever we shake the egg like this, what happens? Sometimes the yolk will get disturbed and it will get separated like this. So here this albumen is going to protect the yolk and the embryo. And not only the albumen, the outer hard cover, that is the shell of the egg, it is also going to protect the egg, and the embryo is going to protect. So about this we have learnt in the previous class. Page number 266, the last two lines. The male and female birds sit on the egg for a few weeks in order to keep them warm, and this is called as incubation. So here the egg is going to hatch, and from that a baby bird is going to come out. But the hen, whatever the mother is there which is going to lay the eggs, the mother should give the proper amount of heat. So how the eggs will get that heat? It's nothing but either the male bird or the female bird, that is the father bird or mother bird. They have to sit on the eggs for certain period. So how long they have to sit it is differed from one bird to the other bird. If you take a hen, so all they are going to gather. Daily they are going to lay one egg. So after it becomes 10 to 15 eggs, so for some time the female bird is going to sit on that, and for some time the male bird is going to sit. And here they are going to sit on the eggs continuously for 21 to 28 days. So how many days they are going to sit? 21 to 28 days. That is, continuously they have to produce heat and supply it to the eggs. So if the eggs get that proper amount of heat and food from the inside part of the egg, then only they will develop into a chick. If they do not get the proper heat, or if the egg is not having the proper amount of food which is required for the embryo, then that egg gets spoiled. So for each living being, that is each bird, this duration is different, and the duration whatever the bird is going to take to make the egg into a chick, it is called as incubation. Incubation period. Okay, it's called as incubation period. For 21 to 28 days, the bird is going to sit on the egg. So later what happens? Slowly the egg will break and the baby chick is going to come out. So what will be the incubation period for human beings? It is 9 months. Okay, the mother is going to carry the baby in her womb for 9 months. So after 9 months, the baby is going to come out. Even in the same way, for hen, it is for 21 to 28 days. For few animals, it is different. For few birds, it is different. So now, did you understand what is incubation? Yes. Now, page number 267. Within the egg, the embryo goes through various developmental stages. When the chick is fully developed, it breaks open the shell and comes out. This is called as hatching. The parent birds feed and protects the chicks until they can look after themselves. The chick grows into an adult. So here what happens, the time, if you take a hen, it's going to sit on it for 21 to 28 days. So in that period what happens, here there is a picture for you. See. So inside the egg, the embryo is going to change itself day by day. There are many developments, like first it's going to form its head, then its eyes, then its beak, then its stomach, then legs, then its feathers. So slowly one after the other it's going to develop itself. So after it is fully developed inside, what happens? With its small beak, it's going to poke the eggshell. So the chick is inside the egg, isn't it? With its small beak, it's going to poke the eggshell and it's going to break. So the process of breaking the eggshell is called as hatching. What is hatching? It's nothing but the baby chick is going to poke the eggshell with its beak and break the egg into two parts. And that is called as hatching. How do we hatch the egg? If we want to do an omelette, we take a small spoon or something and we just break it, right? With two beats, it will hatch. So after the chick comes out, it cannot find food for itself. It cannot walk properly. It cannot fly properly, right? So till the young ones can look after themselves, that is, till they can walk, till they can fly for some extent, and till they can find food for themselves, the parents are going to look after them. Even for us also it is like that, right? Till you can do your work, the parents are going to help you. When you are very small, you cannot eat, you cannot drink water, you cannot walk. Your parents have helped you, right? After a certain time, now do your parents help for feeding you? No. You can eat by your own, you can walk by your own, you can do bath by your own, isn't it? So for some extent, parents are going to help. So after a certain period of time, they are going to leave us. So even in the same way, in birds also, till the baby bird, that is the chick, till it can find food for itself, till it can walk, till it can fly, the parents are going to help them. Later they are going to leave. So all animals have a life cycle. So here there is another term, that is life cycle. what is life cycle? Let us see. The development of an animal from embryo to adult is called as life cycle. The different forms of animals like egg, chick, adult in the cases of birds are called as the stages of life cycle. So for human beings also it is different, for animals it is different. Directly which give birth and the animals which lay eggs, it is completely different. So here is the life cycle of a hen. So here it is an adult hen. So the hen is going to lay the egg. So from this egg, see here the embryo is developed a little bit, and from that embryo it's going to become a chick. Then that chick is going to hatch the eggshell and it's going to come out, and that chick later by feeding itself it's going to become a small chick, then again into a mother hen. It's going to grow and become a mother hen. Again that mother hen is going to lay the egg, and inside that egg embryo will develop, and that embryo will become into a baby, then it hatches and it comes out, and again it becomes into chick. Again chick will become into a hen. Hen lays eggs. So this is a continuation process. So here there are different stages. One is egg, then is embryo, then is the chick, and then is the adult hen. So these are nothing but the stages of life cycle. So here what are the stages of life cycle of a hen? So first one is the egg. Then inside the egg embryo is formed. Then after that chick. Embryo is developed into chick, and this chick is going to grow into a hen. So these are the different stages of the hen. So this is the life cycle of a hen. Like that, if you see, there are again different stages for each and every animal. So here they have shown for hen. So let us see what is the life cycle of a hen. The mother hen lays eggs in her nest and sits on them to keep them warm. This helps the embryo to develop better and faster. Once the embryo within the egg has developed into a chick, the chick breaks the shell to come out. This is called as hatching. The young chick then grows up into an adult hen. So as I already told you, the hen first it is going to prepare the nest, and inside the nest they are going to lay the eggs, and that egg later it develops into an embryo, then into a chick, and then this chick is going to develop into a hen by hatching the egg. So this is the life cycle of a hen. Then if you look at frog, so what is the life cycle of a frog? And if you see frog lives both in water as well as and on land. Okay, it is an amphibian. Amphibian is nothing but animal which lives in water and on the land. So here a female frog lays hundreds of eggs at a time in a lake or a pond. So these egg clusters are called as spawns. So life cycle of a frog we are seeing. So a frog, female frog is going to lay hundreds of eggs. So it's going to lay many eggs. So these eggs are attached to each other and they look like a bunch. So they look like a bunch, or we also call it as a cluster, and that is called as spawns. We call them as spawns. The eggs are surrounded by a jelly-like substance that protects the egg. A tiny young one called a tadpole hatches out of an egg. So here this frog is not going to sit on the eggs which has happened to a hen. Okay, for the hen is going to sit on the egg, but here frog is not going to sit on the egg. And if you look at the egg here also, substance will be like jelly-like substance, like how inside the egg will be of a hen, how it will be. So here also for a frog it will be like a jelly-like substance. They don't have a hard outer covering, and inside that they have a yolk. So what happens? So after certain incubation period, a baby frog is going to come out, and that baby frog is called as tadpole. It's called as tadpole. A tadpole does not resemble a frog. That means tadpole will not look like its mother. So half of the part, that is from the stomach till the head, it looks like a lizard, and it doesn't have the 4 legs. It has only 2 legs, and the remaining part it looks like a tail. So here in the picture you can see this is a tadpole. So it looks more like a small fish. It swims in water and eats water plants. After about 6 weeks, the tadpole begins to grow organs and limbs. Slowly, the tail begins to disappear in about 12 weeks. It transforms into a fully developed frog. This complete change in the form of an organism from an egg stage to adult is called as metamorphosis. So when it comes out, it is in the form of tadpole. For 6 weeks, it's going to feed itself on the aquatic plants. So slowly by eating it here, a frog, it is going to develop, that is it's going to lay eggs, then a tadpole, and later after 6 weeks, it's going to develop its limbs. Limbs are nothing but its hands and legs. So after that, within 12 weeks, a tadpole will grow completely into a frog. So it's going to have different stages in its life cycle. So this complete process, that is from egg it will change into a tadpole which will not resemble the parent, right? And then later after it's going to feed itself, and later it is going to change its body towards the mother, like how it is mother is there, it is going to change its body into that. So this complete process is called as metamorphosis. It's called as metamorphosis. So about this we have learned the life cycle of hen, we have learned the life cycle of frog, and the homework for you is draw the life cycle of frog one time in your homework book, page number 267. So we'll meet in the next class and learn about the life cycle of fish and insects. Thank you.